I love reality TV. I've loved it since I was younger. I can't believe I've actually been on shows like Love Island, Love Today, and Get It Out. That was sick. Obviously, I didn't know about that when I was younger. But I think, yeah, I mean, I love reality, so I'd be open to anything. I just think it's like circumstantial, and also it's got time with the calendar, you know?
Were you asked to do All Stars last series?
I'm Chloe Burrows, and I fell hard and fast in love on reality TV. But now I'm single, I want to investigate if I could work my love life a little bit more.
Yeah, well, it's so interesting to see the other side of it, particularly from a press point of view. Obviously, I don't know what goes, you know, the ins and the out from when people take pictures, when I write an article. So it literally blew my mind.
Yeah, I think like a lot of people will be surprised watching it as well, because even like the fact that you were surprised, like would suggest that the viewers are going to be really quite shocked by it. What
Yeah.
do you think was like the most surprising thing you learned while doing it?
There was honestly loads that surprised me. I think learning, number one, that a lot of pat pictures are staged. I thought they just caught you walking. I'm like, what on earth? I didn't know people called paps and it was set up. You know, people can do like a whole day of pat pics. It blew my mind. And then particularly talking to I think Bethany Usher, I think her name was. Sorry, I'm so bad with names. But when she was talking about, you know, the templates and how quickly the articles can be turned around and how many people can visit these, you know, online press sites, like the sheer velocity of it, like, wow. I was just amazed, to be honest.
What made you want to cover the topic in the first place?
I think I've wanted to do a documentary for a while, just to explore, you know, a different avenue. And I think it was really important there was something, number one, that I had experience in so I could relate to, but then also something that was relevant and, you know, that had been untold, you know, forgive my pun. But I just think, yeah, because it interested me, I kind of hope it interests other people.
Yeah, I think it definitely will. Has
Yeah.
it made you look at other like couples in the limelight in a different way now? Are you like thinking, oh, I wonder if that's actually a showmance, or is that real?
Not in a massive, yeah, I wouldn't say every couple I'm like analyzing, but for sure, you know, if there's a crystal clear pat pick, I might think, oh, did they call him up? But you know, I think it's amazing how you can monetize a relationship of something like that. And I, you know, I respect it. It's a way to make money. And if that's what you're gonna do, kudos, you know, fair play.
And has it made you think differently about how, like, your next relationship, about how what you would share in the public and what you wouldn't?
Yeah, it definitely has. I think you know, just like I try and keep a lot of my private life as private as possible, even though, you know, I'm all over social media or whatever. But I think the next time I'm in a relationship, because of the public interest and stuff, I want to have the foundations and everything in place before we go public. And then I don't know whether I would monetize it. I don't, you know, you never say never, but I think
Mm.
if I'm in a relationship again, I would probably try and keep it as private as possible.
I guess because like what Millie and Liam were saying it the second time round when they kept it private,
Yes.
what a difference it made to the relationship.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, you know, we were all introduced, well, me, Millie and Liam, a lot of people off these TV shows are introduced to the public as a couple. I think if,
Yeah.
you know, if you're doing it again, it's really different because people don't know you as a couple. So I think taking the time and having more control of it, you know, not meeting on a TV show, maybe, I don't know, that is definitely my point of view. Like, I would rather have way more control of it, to be fair.
So do you think you would probably not do a like a dating reality show again? Because you did do Celebs Go Dating, didn't
I
you?
did, yeah, I did. Listen, never say never, but I think where I am right now, I don't know. Listen, I'll never say never.
Well, you've
But
got like your own, obviously you've got your podcast and like you're doing this, you've done this documentary. Is this something you want to do more of now, do you think?
yeah, absolutely. I think going into it, I was kind of skeptical because people haven't seen me in a documentary light, not very serious. I'm probably known for being quite jokey, but I think I was really like probably with the team that I work with, Flickr, especially Ellie and Tyler and Kate, like they really took me under their wing and it was like a really collaborative process. And I feel like because the topic I could relate to, but also I was interested in, I just absolutely loved it from like start to finish, thought it was so great. So yeah, definitely. I would love to do it again. Like I really, really, really enjoyed it.
Is there any other topic you've got in mind that you think that you'd like to do?
Not off the top of my head. I think it's really important with things like this is a collaborative process with like production companies and me, but definitely something maybe I can relate to, or yeah, that's a big question. I've only just finished my first one.
And I've got to ask, how did you pick, you know, when you did like your setup shots, how did you pick Harry as the person?
It was important to me that it wasn't, you know, close to home. He had a healthy social media following. He's known like in England, but also he's known internationally. Like he's from Netflix. He's global, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a look at a few people, and he just seemed like the best match, you know.
I thought it was crazy how much his followers went up from
Oh my God,
just
I
being
know.
pictured with you. Like, that's insane. But is that not for you quite scary?
Yeah.
Because people will know, especially after watching this, they'll know that if they're with you, their followers are going to go up.
Yeah, I think that they're like, I think you could see in the documentary that blew, like I was so shocked by that. And I think I've never thought of that, you know, being with some little girl of Love Island would give you followers, but it's definitely something to consider in the future, you know. Like, do you want me or do you want 18,000 followers?
Yeah. Like, how do you protect yourself from that? And like, how do you weed out like who's real and who's not? Like, is that not just so difficult?
Oh, babe, I'm not dating. I'm not. That's, you know, I'm not in the right place right now to be looking at boys and thinking about stuff like that. It's not. But I think in the future, if I were to have a relationship again, yeah, it's gonna plague my mind. Like, what? 18,000 followers. You know how many people that is? That's like a small little concert.
It is actually really mental.
Yeah. Exactly.
And in the documentary, one thing I thought was interesting was Cara De La Hoyd, when she was talking about that when you go on a show like Love Island, you then kind of have to keep a level of openness for your fans.
Yeah.
Is that something you, because I know you like to keep really private, is that something you struggle with, do you think, being in the limelight?
No, not really. I mean, I know I keep some stuff private, and I think people wouldn't even think that I'm hiding stuff. I think I'm quite good at sharing, you know, a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't leave a lot to the imagination. So yeah, but I agree. I do really agree with Kara's point that if you put yourself on a show, particularly, you know, Love Island, Mass Tower, you know, reality, where couples are like quite massively poignant in the storylines, that you do give up a degree of privacy. But I think you just have to take the time to, you know, work out what level you're comfortable with, I think.
And obviously, like being on the back of the show, people think they've got an opinion on everything in your life. How has like the public opinion and like particularly like with trolling and stuff, how has that impacted you since doing Love Island? Do you get trolled?
I've been really lucky with my experience. Not to say I've never been trolled, you know, I definitely have, but I think that I feel like a lot of people in kind of the same position as me will say, you know, if you're having a bad day, you'll go looking for it, and you literally do, and that can affect your day. But I think personally I've been really lucky. That's not to say though that the public's opinion and like what people say doesn't affect me, but I can't say that I've been in like a really horrific situation, you know, for it to really impact like me and what I do. Yeah. But I'm not saying a bad comment doesn't put me in a bad mood. Definitely does.
Yeah. But and also the thing you said that you still check what people are saying about you every day. I can't believe you do that. That's crazy.
I know. It's almost like an addiction almost. Like that's my personal thing. I'm not speaking for anyone else, but I know like I do look online, you know, my whole job's online, my whole life, say to say, is online. So, you know, I do check my comments.
When you were pictured with Harry, did your friends start texting you like, what are you doing?
Yeah, they did. They did. Do you know what the funniest one was? My nana, because loves the press. She's like seven, or I don't know, she was maybe like 75, but she reads like actual newspapers and stuff. And she checks online, and she was like, "Who's this man you're with?" I was like, "Oh, don't worry."
Did you tell her the truth?
No, well, I was like, "Listen, it's for work at the moment," but no,
You'd be good on something like The Traitors, I reckon.
oh God, I'd love to do the tractors. You just Yeah, I'd be so good.
Yeah, I think you actually would be quite good on it if you managed to like keep that up.
Oh yeah, I've got a good poker face, you know.
Yeah.
They're fine.
And just quickly talk about your podcast a bit. You get some like amazing guests on there.
Hello
Thank
everyone, and welcome
Is
you.
there
back
like
to
who's
yet
been the best
another
person you've had, do
episode
you
of Chloe
think?
versus the World. And today
Oh
I've
God,
brought
there's
the
been
two
so many.
dullest
There's like it's blown my
podcasters.
mind the response we've had, and I'm actually really lucky that people asked to come on. But probably my favorite ever guest was Talisa from N-Dubs. And such an N-Dubs fan. Like I was fangirling and shit. I met her actually in Ibiza, and we just got along so well. And then she agreed to come on. Like honestly, that was like a massive pinch for me. I love Talisa. Oh, and also like Big Zoo. I couldn't believe like his celeb, like massive in the UK. And he was like, yeah, I'll come on your podcast. Like,
Who's your dream guest to get on there?
or I think Liv Atwood or like Maya Jama or Amelia de Mordenberg would be my top three.
I reckon they would all do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, they
They're
would.
I mean, I'm too shy to ask, but those are like, manifesting one day they would like to come.
Yeah.
Hello, chat,
Has anyone ever gone on it and like gone too far with what they've said and they've been like, oh, actually, I didn't mean to say that. Can we not put that in?
No, no, I don't think we have. I mean, everyone sees the edit before it goes out, but I think we're quite lucky, and it's not I wouldn't say it's, a very serious chat that we have. I like
Yeah.
to keep it lighthearted. So no, I don't think we've ever had anything. But I mean, God knows, there's been so many. I don't think so, to be honest.
So what's the plan for the future now? So obviously you've done this documentary, you want to do more.
I would love to, yeah.
What do you think people's reaction is going to be seeing you in like a more serious environment?
I'm really nervous, to be honest, because I know it's like not what people well, my opinion is that people don't see this very serious. So I'm really nervous for the reaction. But I just hope, like, I find it really interesting. So I kind of hope people watch it and, kind of engage with it a little bit. I'm not asking for too much. But yeah, after this, I would absolutely love to do more documentaries. I just love working with Flickr. I thought they're amazing. And then yeah, we've got a few exciting things coming I can't talk about. It's really annoying. I hate when people say that. But yeah.
And what about reality shows? Is there anything, I know you just said you'd love to do Traitors, is there anything else you would love to do or you wouldn't do?
I love reality TV. I've loved it since I was younger. I can't believe I've actually been on shows like Love Island, Love Islander, and Get It Out. That was sick. Obviously, I didn't know about that when I was younger. But I think, yeah, I mean, I love reality, so I'd be open to anything. I just think it's like circumstantial, and also it's got time with the calendar,
Were you asked to do All Stars last series?
Yeah, I was asked to do it. It just wasn't the right timing, and also I was filming this and some other bits. It just wasn't right for me at the time.
So do you think you would ever do that one again in the future?
Um,
You're going to say never.
yeah, yeah, never say. But no, probably not. I'm 28 now, yeah, I don't think I would do All Stars in the future, no.